AI is taking over Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and not in a bad way, but in a good way, because what SayIntentions did with GSX and with Navigraph completely changes the way I fly in VR now. Alright, but we start here first in 2D because it's easier to show this one to you in 2D mode. Alright, we are at St. Lucia in the Caribbean with the Grand Caravan, and this is the St. Barth computer. We are Blackfin 306 and we're gonna jump into the cockpit. Alright, so we got the GPU on. GPU is running, battery is off, all switches are off in here, but we are on a GPU. And as you can see, our fuel level is really low. So from here, we're gonna contact our ramp manager. So in SayIntentions, and this is through Flow, so it's a different layout than the standard SayIntentions app that you can see here. So we're going here and we're going to scroll down. We're going to ramp control. All right, so that's set. We have a co-pilot with us. And so co-pilot is Camille, and we have a cabin attendant, and her name is Elise. They're both French, so don't mind their accent. You're gonna love it. All right, so from here we are gonna ask for a refuel, right? So we are on ramp control. Ramp control, Blackplane 306, this is the flight deck. Can you send the fuel truck, please? Now do we wait?
Ground to flight deck, roger, stand by.
You saw the GSX menu.
Ground to flight deck, fuel truck is on its way.
Thank you very much, flight deck. So now we're gonna go to the outside. We're gonna wait for the fuel truck. There it is. Not sure what this one is showing up now. Close it. Alright, so the fuel truck is there. We're going back inside. Fuel truck is in position. We're gonna ask for the block fuel via sim brief. Option number 8.
Ground to flight deck, refueling in progress.
And as you can see, the refueling is now in progress. Fuel gauges, needles are moving. If you don't do anything, it will go also to the block fuel, which is good. Alright, so we got a fuel truck in progress. That one is done almost. And then we get the invoice on the GSX menu, but I'm not bothering with the invoice here. Fuel truck is gone. There it goes. Flight deck to ramp control, you can operate the stairs. So now we need our passengers.
Roger, stand by.
We're probably gonna
Ground to flight deck, stairs are operating.
Yeah, there are the stairs, because, well, we don't want our passengers to climb in. They can only move through this door now. Flight deck to ground, you can start boarding now.
Ground to flight deck, roger, boarding now. Ground to flight deck, stairs operation completed.
We don't want stairs. Or we don't want that one. Alright. Stairs are set, and then we're gonna start with the boarding. All right, there's only one little thing. Our cabin attendant is too tall for this aircraft, so her head is popping out. But that's GSX is not meant for GA aircraft or smaller aircraft. It's for airliners. But anyhow, it's working. I get passengers, they come in by bus and then they enter the aircraft, which is amazing, of course. So let's watch the passengers come in. And if you do it like this, it's good.
Boarding has commenced, Captain.
Thank you very much, Elise. Elise is our...
Copy, Captain. Boarding will begin shortly as the bus is approaching.
Yeah, we say the bus. And Elise, please remember your phrase in the beginning of your safety brief, okay?
Understood, Captain. I will ensure to start with listen very carefully. I will say this only once during the safety brief. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard St. Barth Commuter Flight 306. We are delighted to have you with us today as we travel to Pointe-à-Pitre-Le Rézé International Airport. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and store your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you require any assistance, do not hesitate to contact any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Isn't that amazing? So we got this one. And flight deck to ground, you can remove the stairs now.
Roger, stand by.
Alright, so, because...
Ground to flight deck, stairs are operating.
Because the Cessna 208 doesn't have any seated passengers with
Ground to flight deck,
GSX,
stairs operation completed.
we need to fill it out here using the passenger mod from flightsim.to for the black square. Loaded aircraft, load immediately. Oh, oops, there it is. So now everything is loaded, and if I look back, I'll see all my passengers in here. They look a little bit different than the ones that are we're boarding, but hey, here we are. Alright, so that is the GSX part. I can also close now, of course, the cargo door. That's closed, and we're coming back in. And then we can hide the tablet. Right, so from here, it's gonna be different. And we're gonna do that in VR in a minute. So I'm gonna switch to VR, and I'll see you on the other end. Alright guys, and here we are back in VR. As you can see, I got my SayIntentions panel there. Camille, my co-pilot, is sitting next to me, and let's get the ATIS.
10. Wind 080 at 15. Visibility 10. View at 2800. Temperature 31, dew point 24. QNH 1015. Transition level 100. Advise on initial contact you have information Papa. Hiwanora International Airport, information Papa. 1600 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 10. Wind 080 at 15. Visibility 10. View at 2800. Temperature 31, dew point 24. QNH 1015. Transition level 100. Advise on initial contact you have information Papa. Hiwanora International Airport, information Papa. 1600 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 10.
Alright, so we got the ATIS information. Now we can go to ground control 1216. 1216, all right. Camille, can you get our IFR clearance to reset, please? So I'm gonna continue.
I'll get the IFR clearance for you.
With every check in here that is set. That is good.
Ground, Blackfin 306, requesting our IFR clearance, and we have information, Papa.
Blackfin 306, information Papa is correct. Clear to Decimala Petra Le Reze. After departure, fly radar vectors B&E, then as filed, runway 10, initial climb 5,000, departure on 119.8, squawk 6544.
You have to come, Camille. You can read back the clearance.
Requesting taxi clearance from ground now.
Now you can read back the clearance. Oh, what a noise.
Reading back our clearance now, Captain.
Thank you.
Hewanora ground, Blackfin 306, St. Bart commuter flight 306. You're cleared to Decimala Pitre Le Reset. After takeoff, proceed with radar vectors B&E, then continue as filed. Use runway 10. Initial climb to 5,000. Departure frequency is 119.8. Squawk 6544.
Blackfin 306, read back correct.
All right. So, Camille, what was our initial climb altitude?
I'll read back our clearance now, Captain.
No. What is our initial climb altitude? It's 5,000 feet. Come on.
Our initial climb altitude is 5,000 feet, Captain.
Thank you very much, Camille. That's what I needed to know.
You're welcome, Captain Mike.
Alright, so we're gonna radar vectors B&E, then continue as farther runway 10. So we're gonna set the heading to runway 10. There we go. That's that. We're going to the flight plan. And then we're gonna import from SimBrief. Here we go. That's that one. Let's wait. TLPL TFFR, that's good. B&E, so 1,500 feet, and then alright. And we're gonna climb to 5,000 feet, and then probably gonna get higher later on. It's quite hot in here, so we're gonna go to high idle, and then we're gonna cool everything in here. Alright, that's set. Awesome. Elise, is the cabin secure and ready for taxi?
Cabin is secure and ready for taxi, Captain.
Okay. Alright, so the next fun thing is, and that's what I wanted to show you. Well, you saw this one, of course. So we got information Papa, and then runway in use is 10. Transition level is 100. Altimeters are set to 1015. And you can, of course, subscribe, as you can read here in the notes. But we can also switch this one all the way here. Look, and I have already my map here for the departure. Hemenora VOR DME, and if I want to set this one, just stand by. So the BNE, and I go to my waypoint info, and it is 112.4, and I'm gonna set that in there. All right. We see them. You see that one up here, and we're gonna set this also to 100. There we are. Now, one other cool thing is, because, well, I can, with my, I have a Wacom tablet, so I can go overhead and I can close this one here. Here's our route. Now listen to this. Camille, can you give me the airport taxi approach plate?
Couldn't make that one out, sorry. It's on your screen.
No, I mean
I'm
the
not sure what you meant.
airport
Could you repeat that, please?
parking diagram. The airport parking diagram for Hemenora, please.
Sure, the chart's on screen for you.
There we go. All right. So, let me hide it real quick from here. Ground, Blackfin 306. Parked at spot 2. We are ready for taxi.
Blackfin 306, taxi to holding point runway 10 via Echo Charlie.
Runway 10 via Echo Charlie. Blackfin 306.
Echo.
Pull the ground chart.
Yeah, thank you very much, Camille. Via Echo and then Charlie, but we'll probably go via Echo and Bravo. I think that's easier because we have to backtrack runway
We'll taxi
10.
via Echo and Charlie to runway 10, Captain.
Yeah. Let me take over the comms real quick. Ground Blackfin 306. Request taxi in via Echo and Bravo, then backtrack runway 10. Blackfin 306.
Hewanova ground. Blackfin 306. Ground. Sun Barrel. Commuter 306. Taxiing to the holding point for runway 10 via Echo and Charlie with Papa.
Blackfin 306, taxi to holding point runway 10 via Echo Bravo.
Taxi to holding point via Echo and Bravo, Blackfin 306. Alright, so that was a little...
Blackfin 306, contact tower on 118.3, safe flight.
118.3, thank you very much. We'll be taxiing out now. Alright, so let's go to ground idle. Here, let's release the parking brake. There we go. There's no pushback needed for us. We can turn this aircraft on a dime. And then from here we're gonna go to tower. Tower Blackfin 306, holding short of runway 10, request backtrack runway 10.
Blackfin 306, runway 10, backtrack approved.
Runway 10, backtrack approved. Blackfin 306. Alright, so our
Approaching runway 28.
strobe lights are on. And then we're gonna backtrack here on runway 10. So we're going over right. Now this is amazing what AI can do. They can change the approach plates. And they can show the approach plates. They can also do the departure briefing. So we're gonna ask Camille to do the departure briefing while we are having a look at the departure departure chart, which is fairly easy, it's just straight out. Oh my god, I got new headsets and these are 7.1 surround and the sound is amazing. It's so loud. So hopefully you, don't know if you can hear that, but I have these headphones enabled. Let me disable them for now. Promise you, I won't yell, but I can't hear myself anymore now. So loud. We adjust the volume a little bit. Right, Camille, can you give me the departure briefing?
Listen very carefully, Captain. We'll be departing from runway 10, flying the radar vectors to BNE, with an initial climb altitude 5,000 feet. Transition altitude is 9,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climb altitude to 8,000 feet as filed. Weather at departure shows no significant issues. In case of engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altitude to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities before V1, we'll reject the takeoff. After V1, we'll continue and handle the emergency. Squawk code is 6544 and departure frequency will be 11.9.8. Flaps set to 5 for takeoff. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Alright, thank you, Camille. And we are ready to go. And let's ask Elise if the cabin is ready for departure. Elise, take your seat
I'll
for
ask
departure.
Elise if the cabin is ready for departure.
Oh. Alright.
Copy, Captain. I will take my seat now.
Tower, Blackfin 306, ready for departure.
Blackfin 306,
Got the ground shot for you.
wind 080 at 15, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, copy the wind, Blackfin 306. Takeoff checklist.
Takeoff. Transponder ALT mode.
Set.
Landing lights on.
On.
Inertial separator as required.
As required.
Set for takeoff. Set
Power
for
set.
takeoff. Annunciators check.
Checked.
Engine instruments green.
In the green.
Brakes release.
Released.
ITT 805 max.
Check.
Flaps retract at 9 or 5 knots.
Roger.
Takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, here we go. $80 knots. Autopilot heading. GPS. Flaps retracted.
Blackfin 306, contact St. Lucia, departure on 119.8.
Switching to departure 119.8, Blackfin 306. Departure Blackfin 306 passing 1000 on runway heading, climbing to 5000 feet.
Blackfin 306, St. Lucia departure, radar contact, climb 8000, turn left heading 005, direct kisses when able, then as filed.
Climb to 8000 feet, turn heading 005, direct kisses when able, then as filed, Blackfin 306. Alright, so 005, let's go to the heading. 005. And while we're in the turn, we're going to Kaisers. Direct to direct. Here we go. And we're back on GPS. Climbing to 8000 feet. Alright, so while we are climbing here, let me show you. So that was our airport diagram. There we are. So we are here on the map. I can zoom in. So we're going direct Kaisers. So if I want to know the approach plate for Le Reset, so I can ask my co-pilot Camille, show me the approach plate for our arrival airport. Camille, can you show me the approach plate for our arrival airport, Le Reset?
I've got that chart up on Navigraph now.
Hey guys, there you go. Didn't do a thing. Can you tell me what the localizer frequency is and the final approach course for that for the ILS Zulu runway 12 approach at Le Reset?
The localizer frequency for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 12 at Le Reset is 110.3 MHz,
That's
and
good.
the final approach course is 121 degrees.
That's not good. That's 116. The final approach course on this this chart is 116 degrees.
Got it. Here's the chart.
Yep. So can you see the final approach course on this chart?
No problem, got the chart up.
Roger, so what is the final approach course?
The final approach course for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 12 at Le Reset is 116 degrees.
Very good, thank you. And can you give me the Guadeloupe VOR? The frequency?
The Guadeloupe VOR frequency is 112.4 MHz. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I can see on the chart it is 112.9 is the frequency for Guadeloupe.
I couldn't find that one. Try looking it up directly in Navigraph.
Alright. And can you tell me what our altitude should be before we intercept the glide slope at Le Reset?
We'll intercept the glide slope at 2,000 feet before landing at La Raisée.
2,000 feet? I thought it was 3,600, but anyhow. I think it's 3,600 feet. Not sure, so this is not completely good yet, but it's going there. It's only FAA chart, so probably this one won't work. But look how amazing that is. So if I go here to settings and go to, it's the same chart, of course. Yep. No, I don't know. But you can see I have a Navigraph here, and with my Wacom tablet that I have, I can of course also change the flight settings if we get another arrival. So now it's the ILS Zulu runway 12, but that can of course change, and so you can do that in here. And this is very good readable, of course, with these charts. It's very sharp, and I'm using open knee pads to do this. Which is very good, and I just hit the control key on my keyboard and it's gone. Almost at 8,000 feet. Now I can of course also turn that one off, and it will slowly disappear, and I will only see a little icon for SayIntentions. And wow! See how our passengers are doing? They're doing fine. Our co-pilot is doing fine. Almost at 8,000. You can turn off the taxi lights here. And cruise checks, please.
Say again.
The cruise checklist, please.
Cruise. Landing and taxi lights off. Pitot
Checked.
heat on if OIT less than 4 degrees.
No, it's still 20
Ice
degrees.
protection as required.
Is off.
No smoking, seatbelt lights as required.
On.
Oxygen as required.
Off.
Inertial separator as required.
Is off.
Propeller lever 16001900 RPM.
Checked.
Power lever set for cruise.
Set.
Cruise checklist complete.
Alright. That's our little cruise checklist. Okay guys, so this was just a short demo of what is possible now in VR with GSX, Navigraph Charts, SayIntentions, got a co-pilot, got a cabin attendant, and I can ask my cabin attendant anything. So, Elise, can you sing a French song for our passengers? Not sure if she's gonna do that, but...
Surely you can't be serious. That's the co-pilot's job, Captain.
Elise, can you sing a French song for our passengers?
I'm not much of a singer, Captain, but I can help with the radios or any flight-related tasks.
Oh, okay, but Elise told me you were the singer.
I'm afraid Elise might have exaggerated. I'm more comfortable with the radios than the microphone, Captain.
Elise, I turned the seatbelt light off. Our passengers can roam freely through the cabin. Can you please tell them that they can do that? But remember, you have to say the very important first phrase before you start telling them, okay?
Blackfin 306, contact the Arco Center on 123.7.
I will say this only once. The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to roam the cabin. Please be mindful of your surroundings and enjoy your flight.
Switching to Piarco Center 123.7, Blackfin 306. Piarco Center, Blackfin 306, cruising neatly at 8,000 feet.
Blackfin 306, Piarco Center identified. Good afternoon, Castries, QNH 1014.
Piarco Center, Legacy 897 out of flight level 180 for flight level 130.
Legacy 897, good afternoon.
QNH 1014, bon dia, Blackfin 306. Well, that is so pretty amazing. You can do all these things now in 2D, in VR, and having all this now in VR makes it so much easier. It's all voice controlled now. And you can, of course, I can use the charts myself as well with my Wacom tablet and open keyboard. But this is just amazing. So you're on the ground, you ask for refuel, ask for passengers, and then you go fly. It's as real as it gets, guys. This is absolutely brilliant. So SayIntentions, thanks for all the work you've done, because this is, for me, truly a game changer. And together with this, with GSX, Navigraph Charts, absolutely beautiful. And I love it and it makes flying so much more fun and so much more realistic. And that is what this channel is about. It's about realism, immersion, and fun. And this just gives you way more fun when you're flying, when it gets this real. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Mike. Don't forget to subscribe, because many of you are not subscribed. They only watch the videos. But please subscribe. It will help out in the algorithm.
Descend to flight level 250.
I'm gonna fly further to Le Reset, and then I'll see you all in a next video. Bye for now, and take care.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.